Hello, my lovelies. Welcome in. Happy Friday. It's Friday. Let me, before I do anything else, set the timer back to what it should be before I forget. Okay. We currently have 34 and a half hours left of the Donathon, unless anyone donates. Welcome in Aurora, welcome in Green, welcome in Apple, welcome in Boy with No Name, welcome in anyone who is lurking, hello. Welcome to day 13 of the Donathon. If this is your first time at the Donathon, we were raising money for my partner's dental bills, and then once we hit that goal, we are currently raising money for my moving out fund and top surgery. I'm really trying to move out by July. I kind of need to be out of it by July. By the end of July, hopefully. Which is getting ever closer. It is really scary how close it is to July. But hopefully. So moving out fund being, you know, going towards things like a deposit on an apartment, furniture, moving costs, like moving van, etc. And the top surgery fund is self-explanatory, but yeah, I can't get top surgery until I am moved out. Also getting a new PC, so maybe it'll go towards that, because this thing is 15 years old and has doesn't even have a separate graphics card, and it is a wonder that it can stream at all, frankly. But I'd like to think I take good care of him. That's why he's still doing okay. I mean, I can't stream in 720 or 1080p. There's a reason why the stream's been 640. It can't do 1080, but you know, it's doing its best. Thank you for the head pats. I know. Welcome in. So yes, we are currently raising money for my moving out and top surgery fund. If you would like to donate or have the means, the link is pinned at the top of chat. All donations should be made to my Ko-fi. It'll let you donate as little as £1. You can donate anonymously if you don't want your name to appear on screen. Andy, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, we're explaining the Donothon. So yes, Ko-fi is pinned at the top of chat. If you would like to have the means to donate, you can do so there. Ko-fi will let you donate as little as £1. You can donate anonymously or with whatever name you would like. If you don't want your Twitch username, you know, if you don't want me to know that it's you, you know, you can just put anonymous in there as the name if you want. I don't mind. Does finally draw if you have the magma? I do, which is actually, thank you for mentioning. That's a good reminder. Let me pin the magma roll in Discord. So, every time the total, currently we are at £720. Every time the total reaches a multiple of 20, over on my partner Julia's streams, she will be spinning a wheel that has a bunch of different rewards and stuff. And every time it reaches a multiple of 50, we will unlock goals on my stream. We're currently at 720. If it reaches 750, we will unlock me making Fear and Hunger stickers. If we reach 800, it will be keychains of my OCs, Cassius and Eros. Those are the only two who we haven't unlocked the keychains for yet. And if it reaches 850, I will make stickers of the video game Smile For Me, which we are listening to the soundtrack of right now, and which I'm gonna start replaying tomorrow. It's only been, like, just over a year since I last played it, but most of you guys weren't there then, and I need more people to know about the game. Let me ping the magma roll in my Discord. It's the same link as the last one. I'm not gonna post the link again. I can't write the word same. I keep putting dame instead. So if you're on my Discord, you can find the link in the Magma art channel. If you're not, just let me know in Twitch chat and I will DM you the link to the Magma. Usual rules. So Magma is a canvas we're having open for the entire Donathon. It will close once the timer hits 0. We're currently on like page 6 of it. Or, well, technically page 2 of this canvas, because Magma lets you have 4 pages to one canvas. But, The magma canvas is open in the background until that timer hits 0. It is a website where you can draw with other people on the same canvas, essentially, on the same screen. Regular rules apply, so no vent art, no not safe for work, no gore, no blood, nothing that could be potentially triggering. Other than that, draw whatever you'd like. It's just a bit of fun. You don't have to be like some crazy, you know, like professional artist or anything like that. You can just come in and draw little stickmen if you want. But yeah, I don't actually have magma open in the background right now. I don't think I have any. I said all the Donothon stuff, right? And I said what the next goals are. 30 more pounds. And there'll be Fear and Hunger stickers. And that's Fear and Hunger and also Fear and Hunger Terminator. Both of them. Because we're making more work for myself. I was having a whole moment before stream. I know some of you saw. Green was like... Green messaged being like, oh, I opened up Twitter and someone retweeted Art of Dawn from Fear and Hunger. But, like, it must have been Prince, right? No, it was Holy Hand Grenade. And I'm like, it was Holy? Because not only do I really like Holy's work, but Holy has artist alley tables at, like, every Comic Con I go to. And I buy so much stuff from them all the time. I was showing my Hades posters on stream the other day. Those are from Holy. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of Holy's A3 posters. 4 of them are currently on my wall. 1 is of Ghost, 2 are of Hades, and 1 is of Deltarune. I have 2 more that I haven't put up yet that I got at Con in March. 1 of Edgeworth and 1 of Astarion. And then I also have 1 that's not on my wall anymore that I retired, which is an Arcane 1. Badge-wise, I have, like, most of their Ghost badges and a couple of their Hades ones. And some of their old ones. They used to come, like, pre-COVID is what I'm considering as old con. Which they don't do in that style anymore. So I have a couple of their Yu-Gi-Oh! Ones and Undertale. From, like, God, when did I buy those? 2017. I've been buying them from a while. And then keychain-wise, I have Terzo and Copia from Ghost. And Izzy from Our Flag Means Death. Oh, Andy, it's okay. I'm sorry you forgot your stylus. So I'm like, oh, whoa! They're doing fan art of Fear and Hunger. Maybe that means they'll bring Fear and Hunger stuff to the next con. And I'm scrolling through to be like, I wonder how long they've been into Fear and Hunger for. Come across the photograph of their table at MegaCon Birmingham, which was the last con I went to, which is the con where I bought my last load of stuff from them. And, I'm like, oh! I don't have to be like, I wonder if they'll bring Fear and Hunger stuff to the next con. They had Fear and Hunger stuff at the last con. I just didn't recognize it because I didn't know what Fear and Hunger was back then. They had 2 A3 posters. 1 of Kahara and 1 of all of the main gang from Fear and Hunger. 4 keychains, 1 of Dawn, 1 of Pocket Cat, 1 of Kahara and 1 of Enki. And a sticker sheet. And a whole tray of badges. And I didn't know what Fear and Hunger was. And when I met them and spoke to them, they were cosplaying Dawn. I was such an idiot. The moment I was scrolling through, I was like, I didn't even click until I saw the photo of them in costume. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, they were wearing an eye patch. Oh my. Fucking. I feel such a dummy, but like, I didn't know. Yeah. And then the photo they put on Instagram and on Twitter or whatever, they were even like, oh, no one will recognize him. I'm like, I'd recognize him now! I'm hoping they'll bring Fear and Hunger stuff to the next MegaCon. A lot of the time they don't keep their A3 posters for that long, like they change them out pretty often. All of the A3 posters of theirs that I own, well, okay, I just got the Astarion and Edgeworth one. I don't know if they're going to retire those yet. But the other ones I have, the Arcane, the Ghost, the Deltarune, and the Hades, they don't sell those as A3 posters anymore. You can only get them as little postcards. Even the Ghost ones are the ones that I got the most recently. And they only have that as a postcard now. They don't have it as a big A3 on their display. So I'm like, they retire the fandom ones pretty quick. I really hope they still, because I would love the one of all of the gang from the first game, and they're posed like Scooby-Doo, so like Kahara's like Shaggy, carrying Moonless like Scooby. The girls posed at the bottom like Scrappy. I presume Rag is Fred, and Das is Velma. Enki is Daphne, as he should be. It's a shame it has all of the monsters around them, because I don't really want... I mean, okay, the way they've drawn the monsters doesn't scare me. There's no gore or blood. But I don't really want a poster that has the Harvestman on it. I don't want to think about the Harvestman. I don't want to think about the Harvestman. But, if they have all of that stuff next time, I might be tempted to get. I don't know what options in the badges they had. I know they had a badge tray, like a container full of Fear and Hunger badges, but I don't know. In the picture, you can't see what was in the tray, and they don't have the badges on their online store. They do have an online store, but all they have on the online store is the A3 posters and the sticker sheet. The keychains aren't on there, and the badges aren't on there. Otherwise, I just buy them all now in case they don't have them next con. Or, well, I wouldn't buy them all now, but I would save up. Maybe that's what I have for my birthday, because I don't know what I'm having for my birthday yet. But no, because I don't have the keychains or the badges on the store. I want Enki keychain. I want a little dangly Enki. How quickly things have changed. Last stream I was like, yeah, I'm into Fear and Hunger, but I don't know if it's gonna become a fandom. I mean, I don't like have a blowbo from the game or anything. Yeah. Well, those of you in my Discord might have seen that yesterday I stopped in the middle of my Etsy work in order to record an audio as Enki. That audio will be up on Wednesday. Have fun with it. I've got to draw a thumbnail real quick. I moved the audio that was meant to be up on Wednesday in order to replace it. I pushed that one back in order to replace it with Enki, while I've got people fixated on Fear and Hunger. It's not the Saturday audio, because Saturday is the final Not Safe for Work audio of the month. I can't replace that one. So it'll be Wednesday. Oh god, okay. I should always preface when I bring up Fear and Hunger. If you are not familiar with Fear and Hunger, please do not Google image search or look up anything to do with the game before you go on the Does the Dog Die trigger warning list for Fear and Hunger and Fear and Hunger 2 Termina. Though to be fair, even reading the trigger warning list could be incredibly triggering. It has a lot of body horror and gore and a lot of references to, and even in a couple of the death scenes, to the different enemies, includes sexual assault, both references to and depictions of sexual assault. And a lot more. So please tread carefully. It is not a game that I'm going to play. I'm just gonna imagine the characters having a fun time. Because they don't. No one has a fun time in the world of Fear and Hunger. It's called Fear and Hunger for a reason. No one's having a good time. Maybe Nazra. Nazra's having a good time. But that's like it. But you know, also Nazra doesn't have a body anymore, and I'm pretty sure he'd probably like one of those, so... Anyway. The other thing, other than me being like, you know, I said I wasn't gonna probably get that into Fear and Hunger, and now I'm like... have drawn fan art, 2 pieces of fan art, and have also recorded an audio as Enki. Well, you know how I was struggling to decide what I'm gonna cosplay to my next con, because a lot of the things I want to cosplay, frankly, are gonna be too warm to wear in July. Like, pretty much every Castlevania character I want to cosplay requires a lot of layers of black and a long wig. And that will probably make me boil to death. And so, I know at one point I was going to do Alice as well, but I'm just scared of getting misgendered. I might put off Alice until Julia's here to protect me. And then I was like, you know, there's so many Hades characters I want to cosplay. Hades and Castlevania are the two fandoms where I will pretty much cosplay anyone. Normally I'm pretty precious with my cosplays, and I only really like to cosplay characters that I like that I relate to, because cosplay is pretty personal for me. But with Hades and Castlevania, I'm like, I'll cosplay anyone, really. Problem with Hades is most of the men have their tits out, and I am pre-top surgery. I can't do that. And I've wanted to cosplay Than for a long time. I own a wig for Thanatos that I've never tried on. Want to cosplay Ares have the same problem, right? Well, actually, some of them do have their tits covered. Some of them do. But pretty much everyone who wants to cosplay, which is Zag and Than, especially, shit. They have one of the half of the chest out. And I'm like, mate, and I was like, I don't want to just have my binder exposed. I'm not comfortable with that. So I'm like, either I restyle the tunic so it goes over both of his shoulders, or I just have like a shirt on underneath, maybe even do like a turtleneck or something underneath, and then I'm like, is that gonna get too warm? Also, all of them are barefoot. I'm gonna have to buy some sandals to make that work. I'm not fucking going around barefoot. Oh my god, I remember seeing people who would cosplay back in the old days, L from Death Note, and either they would, one, actually go barefoot. Don't do that. Or two, I remember seeing these tutorials of how to make it look like you're barefoot at con by making clear sandals, by like, as in like buying, just like getting clear plastic. This is so uncomfortable. Buying like a clear plastic sheet, cutting out the shape of your foot, and then cutting out a strap, and then gluing the strap around the clear plastic, and essentially you've made yourself a really shitty, horrible clear plastic sandal. Don't do that either. Just, like, I get that Ellie's barefoot, but like, you could probably put slippers on. You could just get some comfy slippers, and I'd be like, yeah, that's in character. He's just lounging. That's fine. It's not even the how uncomfortable you'll be, but just like, don't get a disease. Like, don't stand on something and like, you know, and end up pricking your foot, and, you know, like, don't do that. It's not worth it. So I'd just probably try and get some sandals. That'll work, right? But I was like, and again with Than, it's like, but what? I love making props, but there is no way that I am gonna get his scythe made life-size on a train. There just isn't. If I was going to come via car, sure, but I'm not. So it's like, either I do Than, and I just don't do the scythe. But then I'm like, I don't know how to pose. And then I realized the other night, I'm like, wait. It took me seeing a piece of Not Safe for Work fan art of this character to be like, oh, but wait, but they have their chest covered, which is Hypnos. Because again, like, as much as that's not someone I ever considered cosplaying before, it's like, with Hades, I'll cosplay anyone from Hades, don't really mind. But then it's like, right, yeah, okay, Hypnos does have his chest covered, great. However, he has a thick duvet around him. Which is not ideal for the summer. People this time, because I've lost mine in 5 minutes, I put my Apple Pencil down, it evaporated. No! I have this problem when I cosplay Vex. Yeah, getting a big prop when you're traveling down public transport is a shame. So either, you know, I do Than, I change up the top so that, you know, I'm covered, and I just don't bring the scythe. I mean, to be fair, on his character portrait, he actually has a sword hilted at his side, although in the character model in-game, he doesn't. The actual 3D model walking around in the game doesn't have the sword, but the character portrait has a sword. Strange. Or I make Mort. He just carries Mort around. I don't know what kind of pose you can do with Mort. I mean, I guess it's Than. He's grumpy. I could just cross my arms. So even if I cosplay Than without the scythe, it's still like, as much as that, hopefully that should be cooler because my arms will be bare, I'll just have leggings on, and then like the toga. He does have his big piece of armor like on his shoulder with the wings on it, and I'm trying to do a new rule of thumb with cosplay after after what I experienced at the last con of having to carry props around. Is like, I want one, I can have a cosplay with like a big prop or a lot of armor pieces that make it difficult to move for one day. But for at least one day of the con, I want a costume that is easy to move around in so I can easily shop. I don't want to have to be fiddling, putting my helmet or my sword down, like finding somewhere to put that every time that I want to get stuff out to buy. Like, I want one of the days I need to have a cosplay. I hope like Saturday I will go in a cosplay that is easier to wear, easier to move in, that I can easily wear a bag with, and then so I can do all my shopping before things sell out. And then on Sunday that can be the bigger cosplay. And I was like, okay, well, what do I currently have on my want to cosplay list that I could wear on the Saturday that can be like a looser cosplay that doesn't have any big armor pieces or any big prop? And not really a lot, because as I say, most of them are like Castlevania cosplays which have layers upon layers of shit going off, or Hades, they all have big props and armor. And then a little voice in my brain was like, you should cosplay Kahara. That would be easy to wear. And I can't stop thinking about that. But I worry about this being a hyperfixation. I don't like making my cosplays too early before con. Like, you absolutely should. I don't want to panic, especially because July is also art fight month. I do not want to be like fucking struggling moving and art fight and making my cosplay. So I should make it in advance, but the problem with me making it too far in advance is my hyperfixations could have completely changed by the time it's con time. And then what if I don't want to wear that anymore? But I can't cosplay God. My first thought was Enki, but then I was like, look, that's gonna be a long heavy wig and a black robe. Even if it made a thin robe, I shouldn't be wearing a long wig in the summer. Wigs give me headaches at the best of times. But also just my own dysmorphia being like, because Enki, you know, is a bit of a beanpole and I am not. And I'm like, I feel like I'll feel insecure. Like, I'll feel like I'll be mean to myself. But then my brain went, I could see Kahara as a short king. So maybe. I don't know, this isn't set in stone. But that would be pretty easy and comfy. I mean, I know Kahara's outfit is probably all leather. I wouldn't do it in leather. I don't want to. It's not even about the overheating, I just don't want to squeak everywhere that I go. With last con I planned Moondrop for months, when it came time I wasn't feeling it. That's what's happened to me with like the last couple cons. Not with Vampire Hunter D. Vampire D I've wanted to, with characters that I've wanted to cosplay for a long time I don't have to worry with. So like, when I made D, I could wear him to like every con and I'd be fine. Or like, with any of the Castlevania or the Hades characters, I've loved them for many, many, many years. Like, it's always a lingering interest for those things, so I will always be happy cosplaying them. But this last con I cosplayed a ghoul from Ghost, and don't get me wrong, I've loved Ghost for a long time, but I wasn't feeling the cosplay. The reason why I did that is because I wanted a new costume, but I did not have very much time because I was apartment hunting, still am, so I did not have a lot of time to sink into a new costume. So I did that because I only had to make the waistcoat and a helmet, and then I don't ever want to wear a costume with a helmet again. It was horrible. it was not fun. And then the con before that was D, which, as I say, happy with, will continue to wear. And then the con before that made Julian from the Arcana. Again, because I was like... That was because I was ill at the time, and I didn't know if I'd even be able to go to con. But my health was looking a bit up, and I was like, okay, maybe I can do this. But I didn't have the strength to physically, like, make some kind of big thing. And I didn't know if I was going to be, how well I was going to feel at con, and if I was going to have to, like, take breaks all the time, and, you know, how well I'd be walking. So I didn't want to make something that was going to be really heavy or have, like, a prop or something if I was going to have to be using my cane as well. So I threw Julian together, and then I wore it for that con, and I was okay with it, but I probably am never going to wear him ever again. So, with the Castlevania and Hades and Vampire Hunter D, those cosplays, I've loved the fandoms of so long. I know they're not just a passing hyperfixation. I could wear them again and again and again. I know if I make a Hades or a Castlevania costume, that is a costume that will last me a long time. I'll wear it till it breaks. I'll wear it over and over again at different cons. But I'm like, I only just got into Fear and Hunger. Are you really sure about this? But I'm just like, I'm trying to think of costumes that will let my skin breathe a bit. Like, what have I worn at summer cons in the past? I wore D last year for Vampire Hunter D, which, yes, is long black leggings and a long black shirt. However, it was a really thin shirt and really thin leggings. Like, I actually didn't realize until I got some professional photos back from my last con with me as D, where the guy actually had, like, a proper light that was shining on me, that you could actually see my binder through the black t-shirt. Because my binder that I was wearing was blue. I do have a black one, but I haven't worn it as often, so the black one's kind of tight, because I haven't, like, stretched it out much yet, and I know I need to practice wearing it at certain times, but I can't wear that to con because I'll be in too much pain, so I wear the blue one that I've had for longer, but I didn't realise, what if you shine, like, a bright light on me, you can see it through the shirt, oopsie. So I didn't get too hot in that because the fabric was so thin. And then the year before, in the summer con, I wore Victor from Arcane, which, you know, it's just a suit. The pants were really thin. I rolled the shirt sleeves up. I think also the aircon in that place is pretty well, and was pretty good, and we didn't spend that much time outside. I remember, like, getting outside on the Sunday at the end of con and was being like, oh my god, it's horrible out here. I think that's also because there's not as many places outside the con to hang out at MegaCon Manchester compared to MegaCon Birmingham. In terms of, like, seating. There's not really anywhere to sit if you go outside. But then vice versa, in Birmingham there's nowhere to sit inside the con, which is really fucking stupid. That's why so many people hang out in the hallways. I think if there was more seating inside the actual hall, more people would be chilling in there. So yeah, I don't know. I've literally only been thinking about cosplaying Kahara for like an hour, so I really shouldn't commit to anything just yet. But I love that last stream I was like, yeah, I'm like getting into Fear and Hunger, but like let's just decide to find the story intriguing, and I'll do some fan art probably, but like I'm not gonna have like a blowbow or like a hyperfixation or comfort characters from it. And cut to me 2 days later, having drawn fan art, recorded an audio as Enki, can't stop thinking about Enki, and my cosplay Kahara. I would cosplay Don, right? Because Don is a very pretty boy. There's only one thing that's holding me back from cosplaying Don, and that's that he wears an eye patch. And when I cosplayed Julian Deverak, I wore an eye patch, and I don't ever want to do that again. I just kept flipping it up because I couldn't stand to have it over my eye the whole time. I mean, I guess the difference is Dawn's is like a white kind of bandage, so maybe I could make it like that. Maybe I could put little holes in it. Maybe I could let a little light through so my eye doesn't get completely like fucked. But it's not even about the depth perception. It's just the one of my eyes adjusting to the dark and one of them being adjusted to the light. It's just I don't like that sensation. So I don't know. Dante Faye Prince, thank you so much for the follow and for becoming one of my children of the night. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. I don't know if you've been lurking or are already familiar with myself, but if not, hello, welcome, you can call me Prince. I'm a neurodivergent trans vampire. I use he, him pronouns. You're welcome to become one of my children of the night. I'm an 18+ content creator, voice actor, and illustrator, as well as a VTuber and variety streamer. I post bi-weekly ASMR audio roleplays as various characters on YouTube, both fandom characters from things such as Baldur's Gate, Marvel, Arcane, Call of Duty, and more, as well as original characters and scenarios. I post 2 exclusive Not Safe for Work audios every month over on my Patreon. All my socials are listed in my card if you type !socials in chat. And I also have an Etsy shop where I sell original art and fan art under the name Empty Masks. At the moment, we're streaming. I'm doing making Etsy orders and art on Mondays, Hades on Wednesdays, Phoenix Wright on Fridays, and starting tomorrow I'm going to start replaying Smile for Me because not enough people know about the game. So you know what? I'm going to play it again. It's only been a year since I last played it, but it's fine. We are currently doing a Donathon, hence the timer, hence the pinned post and everything. We were raising money for my girlfriend's very sudden, very expensive dental bill, but then once we hit that, we said the rest of the money would go towards my moving out fund and top surgery fund. If you would like to donate, the Ko-fi link is pinned at the top of chat. Ko-fi lets you donate as little as £1, and you can donate anonymously if you don't want your name to show up on screen, and you don't want me to, like, read your name out. But yeah, every time the goal hits the total hits a multiple of 20, my partner over on her streams will be spinning a wheel that has a bunch of rewards on, and every time it reaches a multiple of 50, we will unlock rewards over here on my streams. We are currently at 720. If we reach 750, I will make Fear and Hunger chibi stickers. At 800, I will make keychains of my OCs Cassius and Eros, and at 850, I will make chibi stickers of Smile For Me characters. Cassie and Eros are the only 2 OCs we haven't hit yet. We've hit a lot of goals. This is what we've already done. I have so much to make. So much to make. So many stickers. Just a never-ending torrent of stickers. So far, I have been working on the stickers off stream. So far, I have... oh, fuck. 12? 18, maybe? 24? No, not 24. Wait, maybe. I might have 24 drawn of the Castlevania stickers, lined, not coloured in. It's gonna take forever. It's gonna take forever, guys. Hi, Dallas. Hi, Golden. Welcome in. We haven't started playing a game yet. I've just been rambling about Fear and Hunger again. I might cosplay Gahara. And I found out an artist that I really like, had Fear and Hunger stuff and was also cosplaying Fear and Hunger when I last met them at con, and I didn't realize because I didn't know what Fear and Hunger was back then, and now I do, and I'm like, I hope they bring all that stuff back for next con. But we're just going over goals and stuff. Of course, thank you for the first time chat. I don't know if you came from YouTube or anything and are not already familiar with my ASMR, but you do not have to have, you don't have to listen to my silly voice on YouTube in order to hang out with the streams here. Let me give Julia a shout out, since we're also doing these Donathon streams over on her channel, hence why the timer might look like it's changing drastically between my streams. That might be because Julia's had a stream in between. Whether that's her on her own or whether that's me collaborating with her over there. Her next stream will be Tuesday, I think? She hasn't... I think so. She hasn't got, like, her schedule for work yet for the next week. So don't take that as an 100% thing, but I'm pretty sure it'll be Tuesday. So let me give her a shout out, not just so, you know, you guys can be there for the rest of the Donathon streams. Let me do this one. But obviously Julia, other than being my partner, also is a streamer. She streams art and games. She also has an Etsy shop where she makes and sells like stickers and also like bracelets and jewelry and stuff. It would mean a lot if you guys would give her a follow. She also has a YouTube channel where she makes ASMR audios like I do. She hasn't posted in a few weeks because she has been having a problem with her teeth, hence the Donathon. But she's going to the dentist today to get the last, hopefully, bit of work done on her teethies. And then, because at the moment she's, like, missing, like, a crown or something. I can't remember the details. But she's getting, her bridge fitted today. So there's been, like, gaps in her mouth, and so she's been she's been self-conscious of how her voice sounds. I don't hear the lisp, but she can hear a lisp when she talks, so she hasn't been recording until that's fixed, but it will be getting fixed today. Thanks to you guys. Thank you so much for donating.
This is a soundtrack for a video game called The Stanley Parable.
He scared me. I didn't know the Stanley Parable soundtrack was next on my playlist. He scared me. Oh, that wasn't very nice. I'll put something else on. That scared me. I thought someone was donating, because when I hear his voice, that's just what I'm expecting now. Oh, and I forgot to say as well, every £3 donated will add 5 minutes to the timer if you want to force me to stream longer. We also, for anyone new in chat, we have 4 giveaways going at the moment. If you would like to join, you do not need to have donated to join in and enter the giveaways. We have 4 giveaways open. One for 2 digital art giveaways, one for a Goober and one for a Pixel Chibi, and 2 physical giveaways, meaning you'll have to be comfortable giving me your address. One for a candy bracelet, and custom made, you can pick from the beads I have, and one for a button badge. I'll put any image you want on a badge and send it to you. If you would like to enter 1, 2, 3, or all 4 of the giveaways, please let me know at any point in chat before the timer hits 0. You got plenty of time to debate about whether you want to enter or not, and we will be pulling random names. There'll be 2 winners of each giveaway since we hit the reward total. That's not how I wanted to phrase it. So we hit the amount of money required to unlock that reward to have 2 winners for each giveaway. Yeah, we were talking about Julia. So yeah, she does ASMR audios as well. It would mean a lot if you guys subscribe to her. We're trying to get her to 1,000 subscribers because you cannot monetize a YouTube channel if it has less than 1,000 subscribers. And I'm also gonna do a little clip shout out, and hopefully that goes okay. Because some of you might have noticed my Discord status, which says happy 2 years, and you might be wondering what the fuck has been happening for 2 years, and what's been happening for 2 years. I don't know why I'm like nervous now. It's mine and Julia's anniversary today. We've been dating for 2 years now. We mark our anniversary from because we were friends first, and she had a crush on me, and I was like, do you have feelings for me? And she was like, yeah, and I was like, oh, because I was like, I'm demisexual and demi-romantic, but was only just figuring it out at the time, so I was like, I need time to figure out if I feel the same, and she's like, that's okay. So we count when we started dating to the day that I figured out I felt the same and was like, actually, yeah, I would like that. Thank you. Thank you guys. Don't worry about me streaming on my anniversary. I know that's not very romantic of me, but Julia has the dentist today, so we can't hang out. Once she comes back from the dentist, I will not be streaming once she is home and back from the dentist, and we'll be spending time together, and then she doesn't have work tomorrow. So we'll be spending tomorrow together. I know you might be like, but you're streaming tomorrow too. Yeah, but only until she wakes up. We have an 8-hour time difference. I can still stream Smile for me before she wakes up. It's fine. Because she doesn't wake up for me until maybe 5 PM, and I normally stop streaming at least by 6. So don't worry about it. But yeah, sadly she has if she didn't have the dentist today, I wouldn't be streaming today. But she got the dentist, which is a shame. I've got to go to the dentist on Wednesday. I don't want to. It's just a checkup. There's nothing wrong, hopefully, but that's only why I'm scared, because you guys know I've had so many issues with my teeth. Not all of my own making, sometimes of dentists being incompetent and me having to have things fixed that should have been fixed the first time. And then also just pains and stuff from because of the problem I have with my jaw. I don't look forward to going to- I didn't used to be scared of the dentist, but now it's just like, I'm worried that every time I go, they're gonna find a new problem. And I'm like, I don't want there to be a new problem. I just want to go in, them have a look, and then they're gonna be like, yeah, everything's fine, and I'll be like, great, bye. I don't want it to be like, well, actually, maybe we might need to do another, I mean, if it's a filling, whatever, that's not the end of the world. I don't have any tooth pain. So, at the very least, there shouldn't be anything worse than a filling, right? Like, if something got to a point that it needed, like, a root canal, I'd be in pain. And I'm not in pain. So, surely there should be nothing more extreme than a filling. In the past, when I've needed fillings, I haven't always had any toothache before them. Like, the first filling I had, I didn't have any pain there at all. But then again, that dentist was the dentist that, like, fucked up a lot of stuff in my mouth. So, you know, who knows? Whether I needed it or not. But I've been real good at brushing, and please, I don't want to go to the dentist any more than I have to.
I'm getting notifications on my phone, left and right. Shush. Oh, thank you for the donation, $20 from Bunnies.
Oh, it's a random.
Thank you,
I
thank you,
should
thank you.
I should do specific clips. So Julia wants to turn this setting off.
Much. I'll go ahead and add it.
Julia currently has it on her stream that the Ko-fi bot clips something every single time that she gets a donation, which means it's not the best for when you're like trying to give someone a shout, like, look at Julia's streams. And so let me find, what clip should I use? Oh, this is a classic. We haven't had this clip in a while. I'm gonna go grab it. A classic, chat. We're gonna see, actually, if it lets me. Whenever I open Twitch on my phone, if I try and watch my own stream, it doesn't let me type. Like, well, it lets me type, and then I hit send and nothing happens. So what if I type from the stream manager end of things? It broke, is what happened. Hang on. Why did it do that? I literally was just... There we go.
Holy shit, I've almost had a 5-hour stream. I didn't mean to do that.
Well, you were the one who was like, I'm gonna keep going till...
To the what? Oh, till, yeah,
you said
dinner comes.
yeah.
And no one has texted me, hey, dinner's here. Oh, wait, they have. 52 minutes ago.
Oh, no. Did you say 32 minutes ago you were told me?
52. Like an hour ago. It says 52 minutes ago.
That's so much worse. That's like an hour ago. Your chicken's been waiting for you for a whole hour.
Baby. I think it wait, no, I shouldn't end stream. I'm like right here. No, I want to see this. It's okay. They won't finish off a whole chicken.
I love that woman. That whole Minecraft stream, she's like, I'm just gonna play Minecraft until my family are going out to get food, and then they're gonna text me once they're back with food, and then I'll end stream. And she's just like, yeah, it's weird that, like, no one's texted me that dinner's ready yet. Like, normally we'd have eaten, like, over an hour ago. I guess they're just not hungry yet? That's really weird. And checks her phone like, oh, no, they texted me that dinner was ready an hour ago. Uh-oh. She's just been adventuring in Minecraft while a whole ass chicken just goes colder and colder by the minute. Just the timing of... I wonder what dinner's ready. It's weird that no one's texted me. Oh, they have. Just instantly was like checking her phone as she said it. Oh, Julia. Hi, Alexa. Welcome in. Right. I think I said all the housekeeping-y things. I can pop in and check up on Magma. Let's see here. What you guys have been drawing. You know what, it's frankly quicker just for me to, let me see here. Let's look at let's see Magma so far. See all the pages in a row. This is what we've all drawn so far. Thank you guys for drawing with me in Magma. It is still open right now in the background if people want to get in and be drawing while I do some detectiving. This is page 1. Remember page 1? Haven't we grown so much since stream number 1? Oh gosh, even the first one, people were having Apple Pencil problems. Page 2. Many Hampters. Page 3. Page 4. I just realised I have the perfect way to my Hello Donathon's been going. I'm silly. What? Page 5. And we are currently on page 6. But that's not including... Julia has a separate Magma canvas going off on her streams. So if I stream at a time zone that, like... it doesn't work for you, Julia streams later in the evening. Well, not evening her time, but evening my time. So this is what's been going off on Julia's Magma canvases. She's got a Magma going over there as well. So this is page 1, a recover plus a single day. Oh, green. Okay, okay, but day 13, this is the 13th stream, but it has been more than 13 days since day 1 of the Donathon. We haven't streamed every single day. It's stream number 13. It isn't like day 13 since we started, because we have not streamed. I haven't streamed every single day, because I would go insane. But this is page 1 of Julia's. Oh, I need to update that. That is not what page 1 looks like. Hang on. But there's more to page 1 than that. We filled that in more. I'm silly. I need to replace that. Oh, I did. I'm even sillier. I did. I just, instead of replacing it, I'd named it something else. Oops. There's page 1. With little, look at this baby that I drew. I'm glad she likes this so much. Even though I made her look sad. So that's page 1 of, the canvas on Julia's end. There's page 2. And there's page 3, which is where we're currently at. Yes, I infected both my canvas and Julia's canvas with fear and hunger. Who's going to stop me? No one can stop me. But yeah, if people were in Julia's stream, you will have missed the fruit corner that we made. Cheesecake drew a fruit cat, and me and Green were like, Indy's friends! And then just kept drawing more fruit-themed characters. There's D, taking his dirt nap. It's good for him. Right. It's been almost an hour. I can't think of anything else I needed to say, but there is something I need to do. But it's gonna be in the wrong place. Quickly, Hat, fly! Oh, thank God. It's time, guys. It's been a couple weeks. But we're gonna find out who killed a detective, because it probably wasn't the girl that they've accused, because that's normally not how Phoenix Wright works. I have not had the time to redraw myself in the style of Phoenix Wright. I do want to do that, like how I have, where's the Hades one? This model now for when I play Hades. I do want to redraw myself as a Phoenix Wright character. The other guys! Oh God! It's been so long I forgot my own decorations! No, not Nanami. There we go. Oh no, now they're all in the wrong place. Well, I guess we'll just have to have Edgeworth. Unless Phoenix wants to go underneath the timer. But then he's on top of the Kofi things. Shit! Hang on. It's fine. It's fine. No, Phoenix. There. They're fine. The only reason why things are moved around is because when I've been playing Hades, I had the text box here. I didn't know where else to put it, but you know, I miss Mori being next to me. Maybe I will move him back. I miss him. Hang on. Let me undo moving the hat. Okay, so just grab this and this and slide him back. And there's Julia. Put her back. Cool. Okay. And now... No, that's a shark. Ignore that! I have a lot of stuff. This is just left over from like ages ago. There's some all here. Julia's here. Now I just need to fix this, because it's still selected on Hades. Or not, because nothing's happening when I click on it. Okay. Do you guys remember what was happening last time? I fucking don't. We were talking to some kind of lunch lady. Finally, we will continue. Because otherwise, I'll never finish this game in my lifetime. Fucking lady, Miles's boss has killed a man, maybe, and used Miles's knife to kill him and dumped the body in Miles's car. Because boy, do people not like Edgeworth. Which, to be fair, he was an asshole, but only because his kind of adoptive father had groomed him into being one, and now his adopted father has been proven to be a groomer and a murderer, that he's trying to become a better boy. He even made a joke, guys! He made his first joke! I'm so proud of him! I think we're in the middle of the trial. Oh, we are? Oh, great. Ah, fuck, this is where we are. She used to be a police officer, and she hates Edgeworth, and she hates Edgeworth's boss, because they were, like, part of the reason that she got fired. So she does have every reason to want to lie. Also, we found out she was lying because she was saying, like, I saw... Lana, is she fucking called? I saw Lana kill the man, when actually all she saw was Lana stood over the man's dead body. She was saying, I saw her stab him, I saw this, but she didn't actually see any of that. She just caught Lana at the scene of the crime. And assumed Lana had done it, and not that Lana had just got there herself. And, yeah, so she's been lying and saying that she saw Lana stabbing the man, but we've now proven that she didn't see that. She couldn't have. She was up smooching with her boyfriend, number 1. She's got 3. Then she ran all the way around, and by the time she got round, stuff happened. I fucking wrote something. You ordered squid eels? Fucking, where are we? Phoenix? Where are we? This is what I get for just saving in the... Normally I leave the game off at, like, a checkpoint. Not just in the middle of trial, but, like, I had to leave when I had to leave last time. Like, we were in the middle of the trial, and Fridays is the one day that I don't make my own food for dinner. My dad makes dinner, and so it's like, I have to go, food's ready. So I just had to leave in the middle of the fucking trial, and I'm so confused. Would you like food? Something, here's some food. Fuck, it's been so long since I did Phoenix, right? That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer to not take the defenses team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. Do you? You've literally lied about everything you said so far. What was that? This is another one of her trick lunchboxes. My apologies, but we have no further questions of you, Miss Star. Ah. Is this your jump? Shut! I don't like this lady. I don't find this bit funny. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo! A triple-decker! Sir, no. Out of defense to witness what? Oh, out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. You're getting bribed! Let's hear about this decisive evidence. I can't say that. They saved that word. They said decisive so much it doesn't feel like a real word anymore. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she gonna pull out of a lunchbox this time? I don't remember the last thing she said. Obviously, she's trying to say she witnessed the murder, but she keeps fucking lying. Okay, now there's music, I feel better. Yes, there was 5 minutes where she wasn't looking at the crime scene because she had to run all the way around the building because... like, the door was locked or something, so she had to run all the way around to come through the other entrance. Okay. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? No! 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. What is that? Okay, that... I don't know how that... okay, what that proves is... that she was there. We believe that she was there. We know she was there. She got arrested while she was there, but she could have just stood in the blood. Though, I mean, I don't know why her own blood would be there. But, I mean, it is her own shoe. Maybe she just, like, had a paper cut. I don't know. And this shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. Can you stop saying decisive? It doesn't look like a real word anymore. What? There was blood found on that shoe? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Miles is getting screwed because she doesn't like Miles either. So even though she's his witness, she's like embarrassing the fuck out of him. Witness. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Yeah, I mean, why didn't the police tell him? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Which, I mean, sadly, Edgeworth does have a history, or at least a rumoured history, of burying evidence and being dirty, basically, and corrupt. Because that's what his adopted dad, mentor, did, and that's what he told Edgeworth to do. But Edgeworth is trying to change his ways, and we don't know if Edgeworth ever did that for sure. I mean, he probably did. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. So you stole a shoe from the scene of the crime? Like, you're not a cop. Like, wouldn't she be in trouble for doing that? And you had blood tests performed. Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends and friends. 3 boyfriends? She has... I'm sorry, we've upped the total of boyfriends to 6 now? She has the security guard, she's got Cowboy Man, and there was like a 3rd boyfriend as well. But now it turns out she's got another 3 boyfriends who work it. She's got 6 boyfriends. That's one busy lunch lady. Isn't that tampering with yeah. But I guess one of her boyfriends is a cop, so maybe it's fine. It's not, but maybe it's fine to them. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? Well, it didn't go through police custody. How do we know you didn't put the blood there yourself? You must know that the two... there. I can't talk anymore. You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence. At least, for the time being. Is that right, Mr... Oh, fuck. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective, but not anymore. As I mentioned previously, the shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. How do we know you didn't plant the blood there, though, while you had it in your possession? Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh no. Oh no, he's having his moment. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth is sure looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence law, really. The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears the evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. She could have put that there herself. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. If I have to read the words decisive evidence one more frickin' time. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. No shit. Now it's the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? Oh, I forgot how low I am on health. Right. Right, because I really fucked up the last part of this game. If I get one thing wrong, I will be dead, and I don't know how far back, like, it will set me and how much I will have to redo everything all over again. And I refuse because we're so far into this, but I think the shoe is pretty much near the end. Hang on, can I do the thingy? I forget we have new things in this game. Tab. Can I rotate stuff while in here? Yes, we can. Okay. This is the whole point of this. So, this was a bonus chapter that was added to the game for the, Nintendo DS. So this wasn't on the original game, this was on the DS port. Ah! There's blood here too! On the sole of the shoe. It's got to be the victim's. Must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. What? This isn't his shoe though, this is Wait, I'm sorry, I thought this was Lana's shoe. Oh! That makes way more sense. It's the victim's shoe. Okay. I was very much like, but it's Lana's own shoe. I'm like, oh, it's the victim's shoe. That's worse that Lana's blood is on it then. That's much worse. All this blood. It's horrible. Blood might be an important clue. What about Lana's blood? Why is Lana's blood even on the freaking shoe? That's not good. This blood. It's my sister's, right? It appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. That's right! I guess. I forgot about that, but okay, Phoenix. Must have caught herself at the time of the crime. So maybe she bled. Maybe she found a dead body and then accidentally caught her hand and bled on the dead body. What a terrible coincidence. Is that everything to investigate about the shoe? I guess so. Whee! They shouldn't give me the power to rotate this thing. I genuinely could just do this and watch it spin for way too long. Okay, but if we're working on the assumption that like the blood was maybe planted, because just because she gave it to the police to investigate doesn't fucking mean that she hasn't tampered with it. How long was it in her possession? Did Lana have a bandage on her hand in the photo that we have of the crime scene? Because then that would prove whether or not actually the cut was like... If she didn't have a bandage on in the photo of the crime scene, then yes, she might have cut herself there. But if she was already wearing it, the bandage at the time of the crime scene, then that would be a problem because then it was already there. She's wearing gloves. That's not helpful. Wait, she's wearing gloves? Then how could the cut from her hand have dropped blood on his shoe? Was it a real big cut that was like seeping through the glove? The only blood in the image is on the coat. There's not any blood on the floor. So unless he was killed somewhere else, how is his own blood on his shoe? The bottom of his shoe. Do we have any more pictures of the crime scene? No, we have the parking. We have the floor plans. That doesn't do anything for us. Oh, the blue badger. Two types of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. The other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. Wait. The blood type matched? That's not the same as a DNA match. It's just, oh, the blood on the shoe was type AB and Lana's type AB. That's not... It's not DNA, though. Can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, Rookie. Huh? Well, speak up! Well, blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. Phoenix, that's really bad. Phoenix. Phoenix. It's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there. But, did it just say blood type when it meant DNA? Is that just the language of the game being stupid? Which means we can more or less narrow down any sample of blood to just one person. Okay, so they did mean DNA. Then why did they say blood type? They said the blood type matched the victim. That doesn't mean shit. That's not what blood type means. Oh, okay, no, it's not DNA. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. Okay, no, they didn't get DNA. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Sky. Why? Because no one else was at the crime scene. As far as you know. Someone could have fled the scene while you were spending 5 minutes running around the fucking building. So the suspect's blood was found in the victim's shoe. Not really. It ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was going to say that. It's not flawless, decisive evidence. Can't let this evidence go through without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Yeah. Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some, like your client, just enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with the shoe? A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the shoe? I mean, there's gotta fucking be, Phoenix. I mean, there's no visible cut on Lana's body in the photo. I guess technically they could have cut through the glove, but like, there's no physical blood on her. There's also no blood on the floor. Like, there's no, like, puddle of blood or, like, bloody footprints, like... Sure, there's a problem. If I'm not imagining things... Oh god, if I fucking die here. I'd say there's one critical problem with this clear evidence. With this evidence, a clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, Rocky. I'd give you a peppered fish guts now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you? Saying what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? This is my last bit of life. So, those of you who weren't there the last time, I got stuck on the same bit over and over and over again because I knew what I needed. I needed to prove that she wasn't able to look at the phone, and I kept trying to prove it, but it wouldn't let me prove it because sometimes in Phoenix Wright, when you have the evidence to prove that someone's lying, it won't let you prove they're lying until you ask them a different question first. So even though I was proving the right thing, and I was using the right evidence at the right point to object, because I'd failed to press on a different question first, it wasn't letting me have it and kept losing me life. I even went through and watched a tutorial and someone else did it and I was like, see, that's the right thing to do, and I kept losing life. And so I had to look up a walkthrough. Because otherwise I was gonna die and I didn't want to redo the whole thing. I am still on that last little bit of life and it will not replenish until we're through with this day in court. I'd rather have fun than have to replay this whole game over again. So... I am going to double check all of my decisions on a walkthrough until I get my life back, because I'm not fucking doing replaying possibly an entire hour or two of this game. And you guys will have to deal with it. It's not cheating. I'm telling you that I'm using the walkthrough, and streams are meant to be fun, and I don't think any of us are gonna have fun. I'm certainly not, if I have to do all this again. Okay, it is the blood on the bottom. So what? So it is that there's no... Oh. E? Take that! I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of the shoe. Don't mess with me, Rocky. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Is that a threat? Are you threatening me? In a court of law? Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. Makes sense, the victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of the shoe? Okay, so it is. Present the crime scene photo. If there was blood, why aren't there footprints? I wasn't so much thinking about footprints. I was just like, there's no blood anywhere on the floor. But I was also thinking it's contradictory to be like, Lana's blood's on there when she has no visible injury. But okay, it says bleh. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? No, the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't there any bloody footprints found at the crime scene? Ah! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe. He could have, no, right. He could have taken his shoes off and ran away in his socks. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could be bloody footprints elsewhere. Then, where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. That's true, we were literally there. Order! Well, witness. What? Great going, Mr. Wright, but... It's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction, but then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh! That's true, there has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? Hi, Adrian. I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. I mean, she hates you and the accused, Edgeworth, so she would very much likely take pleasure in framing one, if not both of you, for the crime. Frankly, it feels like someone tried to frame you for the crime anyway. It feels like someone was trying to frame Edgeworth by killing a man with his knife and leaving the body in his car, and his boss just happened upon the crime scene. If Lana had never turned up, I reckon Edgeworth would have been arrested. Or that's what the murderer wanted, I'm thinking, is to frame Edgeworth, not frame Lana. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There's one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. Ah, the chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. Did she cut Lana? She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. I don't want to say raw, but there you go. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that? I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness? Well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Ah! So there should have been blood, but it accidentally got squeaky cleaned. I mean, frankly though, if you just knock over a bunch of water into a puddle of blood, there still should be some blood behind. I mean, unless there's a drain somewhere. Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Oh, you're saying she knocked it up? She knocked it... Are we gonna say that Lana knocked it over? Oh, fuck, we fucked ourselves. Now Lana looks guilty. What if she knocked it over on purpose to clean up the evidence of the crime? You don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase bloodstains that would become evidence against her. Or... That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty. Erasing evidence. But then why wouldn't she tell us that? She hates Lana. She wants Lana to go down for the murder. Why wouldn't she say, the detective knocked over the oil drum and spilt water everywhere, clearly trying to cover up her crime? Like, if that's what Lana did and why she did it, Angel would be all over that shit. That reminds me. Miss Guy's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she'd cut herself when she stabbed him? Oh, I forgot she said that. Okay. Obviously she didn't stab him, so how'd she do it? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something! What? What can I do? Your sister's confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it. But... Enough. There's no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Star is on the prosecutor's side! She could have been lying about the water! This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. Where? I was gonna say, where's the guilty thing? Who said hold it? Oh, Angel said hold it. Hold it? Little girl, what did you just say? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? I was like, I thought she was gonna be mad about being called a liar, and I was like, that's a real... I mean, why would she get mad about being called a liar now when she's already been proven to have lied several times on the stand? No, she's not mad about being called a liar. She's mad about being... she's mad about being aligned with Edgeworth. Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. It's like, I mean, Angel, you have got yourself in a pickle. You hate... A prosecutor's been accused of murder, and so, you know, you're trying to convict her. You're trying to convict a prosecutor of murder, but by doing so, you have to work with the prosecution. This is a real pickle for you. Well... I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called... Evidence. Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else. Jesus fucking... How many secret pieces of evidence does this lady have? The time for deliberations is sorry. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments, and you'll be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the cough up, Queen. Look at this! What the fucking shit?! She has a photo of the dead body and didn't share it until now? What, were you gonna take that home and hang it on your wall? A photograph? I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see. No room for error in this evidence. Mr. Whitefate, look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Is it clearly wet? I couldn't fucking tell. Why does that prove anything? So if it's already wet when she took this photo, but I was assuming she took this photo after Lana kicked over the oil drum. But are we saying that if it's already wet and his shoes already on the ground, then I guess wouldn't it have washed the shoe according to Phoenix Wright's world of pour water on something and it makes it magically disappear? Because apparently as soon as water was poured on the ground, there was no blood anymore. Not like you need a mop or something. Oh, okay, no, it's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's minds. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. But why? I don't know why Lana would lie about committing a murder she didn't commit. Unless Emma's the one who actually did it. But clearly it's not Emma who did it. Because the game, I don't think... Like, she tried to call Emma as well. Why the fuck would she protect someone? Either she's saying that she did it because she's trying to protect whoever did, but who would she want to protect other than her sister? Or she's saying she did it because she just thinks she'll get a lighter sentence that way because the evidence is so stacked against her. But I don't fucking know. Is Phoenix having a wait a minute moment? I'm sorry, Mia. Not this again! Wait! Phoenix hasn't got ghost powers without Maya even having to be here? What? Phoenix is developing his own ghost powers! Right. Wet or not. Please don't pop into my mind and say wet or not. Mia, right. Wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Huh? Get yourself off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. What the fuck just happened? This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good. Phoenix, demand to look at that picture. Your Honor, wait. What is with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it'd be too late. Look at this photograph. Look at this. Sorry, no. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, right. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Well, there's been a problem with everything Angel's said so far. Yeah, I'll think about it later. Yeah, there is a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we could give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem with this photograph. Okay, I don't know if this is what the problem is, but what the fuck is going on with the exhaust pipe? What is this? Why is there, like, a handkerchief coming out of the exhaust pipe? Maybe Lana bled in the water, and then the water took the blood onto the ship. Oh, that is actually- okay, so I was like, what the fuck is in the exhaust? Why is there something, like, a handkerchief in there? Okay, so I was reading the walkthrough. Yeah! I would have never have I would have needed to read the one. I thought that was suspicious. However, the reason why it's suspicious is something I would have never guessed, maybe because of a language, not a language barrier, but like, because of what this thing is called. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, I would have needed a walkthrough for this. I mean, if I'd had more health, I absolutely would have clicked on that anyway. But the reason you're supposed to think this is suspicious is because, remember when Lana was on the phone and she rang up Emma and the only word she said was the word muffler and then hung up? apparently, according to this walkthrough, that's what this part of the car is called. What? I have only ever called this an exhaust pipe. I have never heard anyone refer to it as a muffler. I know you can have parts attached to your exhaust pipe that, like, makes it quieter. Is that what a muffler is? That when people get a thing to, like, try and make the exhaust pipe quiet? I don't know. I don't actually know if that's a thing. Maybe I'm thinking the other way around when people purposely drill holes in it to make it louder. I don't know. I don't know anything about cars. I have only ever heard this called an exhaust pipe. I don't know if it's an American thing to call it a muffler. I would never have gotten that. If I'd had more health, I would have clicked on this anyway because it looks fucking suspicious. But I don't have the health to... They add bigger bits to amplify noise. Oh, okay. Hi Red, welcome in. This game's a stupid game. Because apparently, the reason why I should know that this is suspicious is because Lana said the word muffler before she got caught by the police. And apparently, this part of the car is called a muffler. I've never heard that. That's an exhaust pipe. I think a muffler's actually usually farther back on the car and can't be seen from that angle. Well, great. Anyway, there's something in the exhaust pipe. I refuse to call it a muffler. The problem in this photograph is it. I mean, I couldn't see that before because the text box was covering it. What's this? What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Who calls it that? Also, it looks like a piece of fabric, frankly. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor? You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or a scarf of any kind in this photo. Yeah, that's what I was like. I was thinking of the clothing item. A muffler is also a part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. It's called a muffler because it muffles the engine noise. I've never heard that in my life. So, I would have died here without a walkthrough. I don't know much about cars. I wouldn't have thought that I would have to know a lot about cars in order to play a lawyering game. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system. A pipe. I see. And I see. What's that suspicious looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? I don't... That sounds wrong. It sounds wrong. So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Well, I don't... Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sorry, Miss Star, but I don't think it's going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why it's important to this case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler case is related, because Lana said it on the phone. Miss Star. Recall your previous testimony for the court. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler? Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? Thank you, Phoenix. If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh no! Her lunchboxes! Well, seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I found myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. activate it. We'll wait until after we've seen the evidence. There's like a handkerchief with the murderer's name embroidered into it. Agreed? I suppose so. Phew. It's called an exhaust pipe. The muffler is the tank-looking thing the pipe leads from. Well... But that wasn't the tank, that was just the fucking pipe end! You couldn't... whatever. Well, we made it, at least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry. See, the only people who knew the term are you guys being like, oh yeah, I knew someone who was a mechanic or I've been to a mechanic. I've never done either of those. That's technically not true. I have technically been inside a mechanic garage once, I think, as a kid with Dad. My dad's been using the same mechanic since I was tiny. So, like, I know their names and stuff, but I don't know. I would have been tiny when I was, like, in the one time I went in there. And I don't know what they talked about. Should they make Minchucky Angel Delight? Whoa. You are correct, they aren't using the term correctly. Ace Attorney, how could you do this to me? Mr. Wright? What? Are trials always like this with you? Yeah, like, you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth. The one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. Oh! Hola! What are you doing here, detective? I mean, no, he's not a detective. Officer? I forgot what his rank is. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. Are you gonna dump your lunch lady now you know she's a lying piece of shit? Like, you could do better. Well, I would say you could do better, but to be honest, I don't know if I like you yet or not. Just because you look cool doesn't mean anything. That's what they told me when I was young, and at least. Officer Marshall! Thought I'd come take a look, see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen the last 2 days have been really on edge. I mean, well, one of their own was killed, Phoenix, to be fair, but yeah, I mean, they literally won't let... Well, the reason why they won't let Gumshoe on the case is because he's friends with Edgeworth. And the police department don't trust Edgeworth. Anymore. All of a sudden. Maybe now that Von Karma's crimes have come to light, they realise it were proven true. All the rumours about Von Karma being shady were true. Now people are thinking the rumours about Edgeworth being shady are also true. Which they probably were, but not anymore! Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. Oh, him and Lana are friends. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. Saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. So at some point, she lost her scarf. Maybe my muffler- well no, I was gonna say maybe my muffler, she did mean scarf and it's her scarf in the tip, but it's not, because it's a white piece of cloth, not red. Why'd you see her earlier that day, Marshall? Were you two smooching? What? At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth's seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? Photograph taken at the crime scene. She wasn't wearing. Did she try and... No, I forgot where he was stabbed and I was gonna say what if she tried to use it as a tourniquet to save him and I'm like, wait, he was stabbed in the chest. That's not gonna work. So, Mr. wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. Sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swinging now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can help you out with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee. Shut up. I really just realized he's wearing his actual officer uniform underneath the cape. I saw a little bit of it then. I'd like to resume? What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, no, Judge. I'm sure nothing's wrong. He's just... Your lips are blue, your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. Does he need CPR? I can give him CPR, I can do that. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. Oh, Edra. What's more, your eyes are fuck! I'd skipped! Something, your eyes are really pretty today, Edra. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. He's jealous we've been talking to the cowboy, that's what it is. Well then, I believe it's time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested the prosecutor— Fuck, I'm sorry! I pressed it too fast! I can't go back! He requested the I'm gonna guess that he requested the prosecution to look over the evidence we uncovered. This is unacceptable. Okay, it seems our prosecutor's quite beside himself. Excuse me? Knock knock? Oh, is it Meacham? Who's there? Oh, who the fuck are you? He's got his own music? Who the fuck? We've never seen this man before! What's with this guy? A strange stuffy always seems to be filling the courtroom. Hey! The temperature was 4.5 degrees when that man came in! Are we implying everyone's attracted to him? Or are you just implying he's radiating heat? Who on earth is he? Ah! It's you! There's a cross on his shirt. The music could be kind of... Did the game break? Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, I was gonna say the music as well. I'm like, are we in a church? Oh! Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late, Uji. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, eh, Uji? How you been? Swim much these days? Hello? No, I've been so busy. Busy, schmeezy, Uji, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Uji? Seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. That's not good if a new witness, like, is friends with the judge. Sorry, but who are you? So you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks? So sorry about our little Worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. What? Is he like... Lana is Edgeworth's boss. Is he like Lana's boss? Little Worthy. Mr. Wright. You don't know the district chief of police? Ah, he's a cop? Okay. Didn't see that coming. Okay, let's just move on. I don't know why the music and the cross... Chief of Police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the... He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. I'm sorry, I was distracted by his tits. Why are they like that? Well, he was just staring me down. I'm like, sir. Name's Gant, Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fella. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Where did you find that? That's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. I mean, she's literally still wearing one. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing the muffler. Oh, did they just go and confiscate it for her? Because I was gonna think, I thought, but to think it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I guess the photo was black and white. Still, okay, many things. One, when she said muffler, she did actually mean her scarf. She wasn't being stupid and calling the exhaust pipe a muffler. She was actually calling her, she stuffed her muffler in a muffler. I don't like saying the word muffler. 2, why did she do that? 3, wasn't she still wearing it in prison? Did she just, I guess not. Guy's name is Damon. The temperature rose. He's wearing a cross and an amulet and church music. Is he the devil? I mean... He's the chief of police. I mean, what? He's a cop. I mean, what? I didn't say anything. Oh, Littleworthy's a car, no less. Why do you leave us in scenes like this? Just keep talking! It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What is this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Oh, was that wrapped up in the scarf? Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? What kind of outfit are you wearing? Mr. Edgeworth! How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Well, what doesn't help Edgeworth is they didn't actually have a detective on the case, but just a bunch of officers, because Gumshoe wasn't allowed to work the case. Because he's kissed you. I mean, because you guys are friends. But then that begs the question of, like, I'm sorry, did they not have any other detective? It's like they didn't want to put a detective on the case, but, like, why? Almost like they wanted the evidence to not be found because the cops want Lana to be in trouble. It kind of feels like it. It kind of feels like the cops purposely don't want to find the real murderer. No, wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or did you not hear me? Have a look at this document, where it says, person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. No, he was not head in the clouds, happy with his award. He was traumatized from getting the award because you awarded him an award that has the previous recipient's names carved into it. Meaning you gave him an award with his own abuser's name carved into it 12 times. He didn't want to win that award. Fuck you! But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. I mean, they hate Edgeworth. I feel like they missed the evidence on purpose almost. Because they hate Edgeworth because they think... Which is wild, now that they hate Edgeworth because Edgeworth is starting to be outed as maybe having been corrupt. When it's like, if Edgeworth is corrupt, the police would have been in on it and been part of that corruption. Like, if Edgeworth really was, like, getting witnesses to disappear, get evidence, blah, 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 like... He would have had to have the cops on his side to do it. Otherwise, the cops would have been like... Otherwise, Gumshoe would have been like, oh, wait, no, that's not what happened at all. You know? This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder was unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah. While he was having PTSD on the day. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yeah, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point at people anymore. So are we saying that's how Lana cut herself, by opening the knife? Wait, why is there a second knife? Come on, just hurry up and open it! Oh, I'm not in control. I don't like when it does this. I'm not in control. Why do I have to watch this? Is that how Lana cut herself? Ah! Don't scare me like that! Whose blood's on the knife? Why is the tip missing? I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip's broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood. But he was only stabbed once, and the victim was only stabbed once, and the knife's still in him. Meaning I'm like, okay, so is that Lana's blood? But why would the tip be missing? Unless it was already broken, and that's why Lana cut herself when she opened it. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. Terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife. It doesn't matter if Edgeworth wasn't there personally. Marshall should have found that. Sure thing. Not a problem, not even a little one, really. I hate you, sir. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Why? You're literally here to tell us about the knife. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do investigation. So he's saying, well, we only missed it because we were grieving. Oh, fuck off. Anyway. So I'm guessing that's Goodman's knife, and then he doesn't want to say anything about it because, what, it might be involved in Goodman's police work. It clearly is connected. It was at the scene of the crime. A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. Oh. Have their detectives been getting killed off one by one, and that's why there were no detectives at the scene? Have all their detectives been being killed off at 5:15 or something? There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, Oji. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second, you said 5:50. So, hang on. Hang on. You're saying this could be the work of a serial killer, but you just want to arrest Lana Skye anyway, even though she couldn't have killed the other detective. But you'll arrest her for killing this one. Did we know it was 5:15?
I was just wondering when you'd invite me back for a bite.
Think of the hydrate. We just know he died between 4 and half 5, but somehow he knows it's exactly 9:15. Oh, never mind. Oh, okay. I thought he was talking. A detective's been killed. And at 5:15, no less. I thought he was talking about Goodman. I thought that was obvious he was talking about Goodman. Apparently he wasn't. Am I stupid? It sounded like, well, we weren't in any day to be investigating. The detective had just been killed. I'm like, yeah, Goodman. No. Everyone else apparently knew he was talking about someone. Anyway, that's the exact time Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order! Anyway, we in the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. The chances of that are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on this case at hand. Do I have full health bar? Thank God. Why not? Excuse me. Special? Mm-hmm. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Sorry, Raito. No, I can't say that now. Not that. We've established the knife in Goodman's chest with this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? It's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's something wrapped in a muffler. What? Evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. Can we test the blood on it? Surely that would fucking do it. Bum 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 ba-da-dum ba-dum. Oh wait, I haven't had a chance to spin around the knife on my own. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-ba-ba. I mean, it's like an evidence tag. There's a small tag on the knife. It says SL92. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure, but it reminds me of a similar code. TL6? Maybe it's a case number? That's weird. What? I don't remember where, but I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. It wasn't that long ago either. Maybe I should check on the court record again? Thank you for the hint. Really? I can't investigate the blood? Oh, fine, alright. Right. It's like Danganronpa all over again! You remember when Leon writes fucking... everyone thinks that he's written like 2031 and everyone's like, what does that mean? But it's not, it's that he wrote Leon because he wrote it from his perspective when he wrote... It doesn't say 675. Does it? It doesn't say 12-2, does it? It says 221. It says SL9, doesn't it? Fine. Wait a second. At last, an honest-to-goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? An honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from Oji? This is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. This is important, why? Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7s 2. No, you dipshit. Your Honor, I mean, it's upside down. Upside... The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up, but turn it around and what you get. Leon! Ah! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same as what's written on the knife tag. Order! Well, Chief? Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Raito. I win? What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. That was a bad day for the department. We went- oh, go. What case? So this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder... It was evidence, you say? Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice. Good show, Littleworthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. I still don't think that looked red in that photo. I know it's a black and white photo, but that was far too pale. For me to ever think that whatever. Hard to think there wasn't a connection there. Bad day for the department. We're in any shape to do any investigating. Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, Raito, my boy. Sharp. Hungry. So, something did happen. Why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? Because I didn't know there was anything to ask about. No matter, I understand. You were busy, what with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. You don't seem awful sorry about it. On the same day that a detective was killed at the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. That's a fact! Surprising, isn't it, Oji? I'm at a loss for words. You seem terribly happy about this. I'm the perpetrator. Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Raito? I mean, you didn't think it was important? You don't think maybe Lana colluded with them, or Lana didn't do it? Suppose I could help? If you help me by giving data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing, and one thing only. Oh, fuck me. Where the victim was found, how the victim was killed, or when he died. Well, we know when he died. It was 5:15. We don't need to ask when he died. He already said it was 5:15. How he was killed? Did he already say he was stabbed? Well, we know he was murdered. I'm gonna say where? Police department's not very specific. I'm definitely not asking when. We already know. I mean, he was murdered. Does it matter how? I don't remember if he said how. Well, we don't know if this was... Given the knife, it's logical to assume he was... But this knife isn't evidence from the other detective's murder. It's evidence from a case from years ago. So, tell me. Where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found. You just said you would tell me! You fucking said I could ask you a question, you tell me, and now you won't tell me. Oh, I'll answer any question you want. Okay, where was he found? Well, I can't tell you where he was found. What the fuck is... But I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. Oh! Oh, we've had good times in that. Are you the room that me and Maya were electrocuted almost to death in? While all you guys were outside and didn't come and help? The evidence room? Wait a second. I have heard of that. Yeah, Phoenix, you almost died in it. The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? Yeah, I guess whoever killed Detective Number 1 could have then stolen the knife. And we know that the knife was stolen on the day of the murder. The knife was stolen from a room that a murder also took place in on that day. So it could have, one, been stolen, used to kill Detective 1, and then ended up in Detective 2 crime scene. Or killed Detective 1, stole the knife, and then somehow ended up... Unless Goodman was the murderer who killed Detective Number 1. This knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright? Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about all the details. It's not officially linked to this case, so we can't talk much about it. But we just... What about unofficially? Chief. The defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. You don't say? Well, that was it, Wright. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. Connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. Thank you for sticking up for us. Julia! Good morning. Is you on the way to the dentist? You have some time? Would you have time for us to spend time together before the dentist? If I were to end stream? Maybe? Or no? Just wanna chill before the dentist. Is 7 your appointments at 11? Check your Discord DMs. For those that weren't in at the beginning of stream, I mentioned this at the beginning of stream, but I was only streaming till Julia was available today, or dinner is ready, whichever comes first, because okay, because if you don't know what my Discord status is alluding to already, it's mine and Julia's 2-year anniversary today of being together. What? I guess I was shy about saying that. I don't know why. All of a sudden I'm like, yeah, I'm empowered. So, let me play this bit of the case out. until I get to... Okay, let me finish this section of the game, because we're actually pretty close to the end of this section, so might as well end it. And then I will be having a little bit of a date before Julia has to go to the stinky dentist. We also know the detective... What? The detective murdered at the... we also know the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. Stop, sir. Stop looking at me with your boobies and just talk. Stop. You two make a good pair, don't we? Oh my god, like, I thought so too. You think so too, right? Right, Edgeworth? Right? You think so too, right? Like, everyone says that about us, like... Through thick and thin and lots of vocal stems and Game Watch references. Oh, took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right there. It's because we're in sync, me and Edgeworth. Chief, I request you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricksy part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What, really? Who would have guessed? I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? If you're gonna tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Right. Oh, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. But wait, hang on. Because that could be... Because we know the ID number of Goodman. What if, for some weird reason, they had, like, the same ID number by mistake, and so the reason why both of them were killed is because... I don't know. Okay, let me check his ID. What do we know about Goodman? We just know his name and ID. I was hoping I was hoping maybe it said his division on there. I was hoping it might say his division and then it's like, oh, we can make the connection that Goodman and the other murdered detective were from the same division. It doesn't. It does mention his ID number. Is there anything else that has any information about... I mean, why is this even in evidence? Alright. Okay. I don't see why the gender would matter. Bruce Goldman, 36, male. February 21st between 4 and 5:30. Chief is saying that it was 5:15. Okay, that's all I've got. So we don't know Bruce's division, so I don't see why that would help. I don't see why the gender would help. Okay. Why does the gender matter? It doesn't. I was hoping if Goodman's ID had the division on it, then we could be like, hey, they're in the same division, but it doesn't. And I know this sounds really stupid. I don't know, maybe it's really far-fetched to be like, what if... I guess, I don't know why the ID numbers would be the same. Because that'd be really stupid if the police put it to ID. But maybe the ID numbers are like one number off or something, or like one of them starts with 5-8 and the other starts with 8-5. And so maybe the murderer is actually just trying to murder one detective, but like only knew their ID number, and so killed the wrong one at first or something. I don't see why the other two matter because we don't know Goodman's division, and why the fuck would the gender matter? I've got loads of life to spare if I get it wrong. I can just ask again. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Huh? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name, after all. Keep a tight lid on ID number, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is... 5842189. That's 5842. That's I did a smart thing. Well, that's quite long. His ID number is also Yabba Dab. We have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 82. I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does it tell you anything? ID number of the victim at the police department. 8542189. It tells me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning. Has to be what I think it is. What does it mean? Someone was just trying to kill employee 582. What? Oh fuck. Fuck it. I forgot the number. Someone. Maybe there was like a hit out or something. They didn't know the cop's name. They just knew his ID number, and so they killed the person who had that ID number. But whoopsie, either two people have the same ID number because the police department fucked up and gave two people the same ID number, or one of them wasn't really a cop and had a fake ID? I don't know. Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? Stanley was employee 437. Employee 437's job. I wish I knew that off by heart. You think I would by now. And Stanley was happy. That's very nice. Well, let's imagine that. Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. I don't think I got prom night. No, I got confused. And this is news. Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing. Like you always do. I'm sorry, did I select the wrong thing? I put that his ID. Oh, I had to look at the inscription first. Sorry, I checked the fucking walkthrough because I'm... Two detectives murdered at the same time. Sorry, I'm pissed. Oh, okay, never mind. Actually, I have another police ID number here. I thought I'd lost then, and I looked at the walkthrough. I keep turning it on when it like, because I was like, wait, what? Did I do that? Because I was scared I did the same thing with the lunch lady of not checking something first. I mean, yes, technically. Oh, but I did check his ID number first. Oh, that's true. I forgot I checked it first. So if I hadn't double-checked the ID number and I just... That's stupid. If I hadn't double-checked the ID number and I just remembered it, this wouldn't have worked. I would have lost life here. Or, because also the ID number is said on this bit, on the court record, doesn't count. Unless they mean I just have to have checked the ID number at some point in the game. Maybe earlier. Oh. Is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? That's not my- Are you okay? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personnel IDs are top secret. It's a piece of evidence anyway. His ID number is also 5842189. And this means what exactly? Wait! That ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right again. The number the chief of police gave us was also 5842189. Wait a second, right? What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The two ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. Or there's one detective who's been killed, and the chief is just being a pain in the butt and was like, well, we had a detective die today. And they were like, oh, another detective, not just Goodman? And he was like, yes. But he's lying. He's just been purposely trying to make us think there were 2 crimes and there was only 1. Or is he saying Goodman was actually murdered in the evidence room? Because he said, I can't tell you where the corpse was found, but I can tell you where he was killed. Meaning he was killed in the evidence room, and then his corpse was found in Miles's car. So, why the fuck did Lana get arrested? How could they not be linked? It's the same corpse. How could Lana have done it if she wasn't in the evidence room at the time? What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharp as attack, righto, sharp as attack. But, wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yeah, Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room. So basically, I mean, they've arrested Lana even though they know she didn't do it. Why? Because they don't like her? I mean, Jesus Christ. So they admit they arrested Lana for, like, no reason even though they know she couldn't have done it. You're not gonna let her go, then? What the fuck is this? That's impossible. So, what we're saying is the same person was killed at the same time. And in completely different locations. Order! Chief, what does this mean? No. What I want to know is why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine. But I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait, no, to be fair, yes. How is Edgeworth meant to prosecute the case fairly if he doesn't know that the victim was actually killed elsewhere? Edgeworth has been trying to prove someone to be a murderer that the police department know isn't a murderer, but they wouldn't give him the evidence. I said wait. Oh. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error, Mr. Edgeworth. They're yours. What? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our officer Meekins who brought you the— Oh, fuck, Meekins did show up. And Edgeworth said, fuck off, I'm busy. To be fair, Meekins didn't say that I have an important thing about your current case. He was like, I have a file about a new case. And Edgeworth said, I'm busy, Meekins. I can't take on a new case right now. And Meekins was like, oh, okay, sir. Didn't go, oh, actually, it's connected to the current— Didn't say, I have evidence about your current case. He said, I have a note from the police. And Edgeworth's like, is it important? I'm busy. And Meekins went, oh, no, it's not important, sir. You sent Meekins on the police department— He's trying to make Edgeworth look terrible. You sent Meekins on purpose because you knew that he wouldn't give Edgeworth the information. Officer Meekins. Mr. Wright. Where have we heard that name before? Wait, Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth here? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Yeah, he said he had a report to give him. When what he actually had was a new murder that's not a report. That's literally a new murder, like, that's new information about the crime. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Skye incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem... Don't... Emma. In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence duty on your part, Worthy. I think they hate Edgeworth. Because if Edgeworth is corrupt, then the police department must also be corrupt. Which, regardless of that, isn't it shameful that Von Karma... If Edgeworth is corrupt, Von Karma was far more corrupt than Edgeworth was, since Von Karma was actually killing people. But, sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I... Oh, I hate it. Speak! No such like this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy. What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law,
Well, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, well, it's a... Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. How is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does that mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. Oh. The connection was just proven by Raito over there. Good job, Raito, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job. No. No. They set Edgeworth up. It seems we've come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, what with all those rumors. You! Shut your mouth. I have half the mind to believe you're the one who started those rumors. If Edgeworth was corrupt in the past, he is not anymore. And if and when he was corrupt, the police department would have had to have been helping him. How about you care more about the fact that Von Karma, one of your top defense attorney, not defense attorney, sorry, Von Karma, one of your top prosecutors who was working with you, was secretly a murderer the whole time, who murdered Edgeworth's dad, and then managed to adopt and groom Edgeworth his whole life. And you just let that happen under your nose? How could you not have known about Von Karma? It's weird that now you care about corruption. Why? Because now Edgeworth is going soft. Now Edgeworth is stopping being corrupt, you're mad at him. But when... Oh, hi, Cryptid. I hate this man. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. Yeah. From a murder case that you fucked up. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth! Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do. You'd better get results this time. Really. You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. The police are fucking setting him up because they don't want him around. Because they're like, if Edgeworth's corrupt, then the police is going to be thought of as being corrupt next, and we can't have that, so let's pin all the corruption on Edgeworth. It's like, whether he was corrupt or not, if he was corrupt, some of your lot have to have been helping him. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I'll grant 1 further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honour. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not fucking stop using that word. Very well, court is adjourned. To be continued. I don't like the chief. And that is where we shall leave this for today. Because I'm too angry. No. Because I'm gonna go spend time with my girlfriend because it's our anniversary. Let me see if anyone else is online. Thank you guys for stream today. I know it's been shorter. But I did tell you guys at the beginning that, you know. Oops! I didn't mean to press enter! No! Leave! Leave! Panic! I forced the game to close. I hope. Oh no, wait. I actually didn't mean to click and panic that. I was. Uh-oh. The game crashed because I clicked things and panicked. Well! I hope I didn't break the save file. Please. I'm just gonna reopen the game. Oopsie poopsie. Why is Mario? Mori? What are you doing? What happened? Come back. What the fuck? I know I moved him on the other screen, but moving him on one screen's not supposed to move him on both. My goodness. Please say it. Yeah, okay, saved it. Okay. Thank you guys so much for stream. I'll be continuing the Donothon tomorrow. Again, until Julia wakes up. I will be playing, Smile for Me again. For the second time on stream. Because most of you guys weren't there when I played it the first time, and I want more people to like this game. So, we'll play a bit of Smile for Me tomorrow. On every Saturday until I finish the game. It's not a very long game, so it shouldn't be that many weeks. Double check who's online. Okie dokie. We're gonna raid. Smilky. I haven't been able to raid Smilky in a while, because normally by the time I finish stream, Smilky is like finished. Smilky uses they, he pronouns. Smilky just got raided. Maybe I should not. Oh no. Well, now I feel awkward. Who else is live? Maybe we won't raid Smilky. I don't know. They just got raided. I mean, I know people have had double raids before. I've raided people and then someone else has raided them right after, but I don't know. I don't want to make them uncomfortable. Shit. Who else is live? I don't want to wait. What I would do if I wasn't wanting to end stream, is I'd be like, oh, I'll wait 5-10 minutes and then I'll raid, so it's not just like back to back. But Twitch, when I'm tapping on streams, it's like not fucking playing them. There we go. Maybe I'll just end stream because I feel awkward now. I mean, some people might not. No, I mean, I don't think that Smilky would be upset or anything, but I'd feel awkward, especially because Smilky does a lot when people raid and like play the channel trailer and all of that, and I'd feel bad getting them to. That's a new channel trailer. They've updated their channel trailer again. It's the third version, I think. But I would just feel awkward about doing that making Smelt do all of their, like, intro and trailer twice in a row. I don't know. I know they wouldn't mind. I don't think they're gonna be mad at me or anything. It's not like that. It's just me feeling awkward. Regardless, I've made myself feel too awkward now. I kind of don't want to raid anyone. So, we'll be playing Smile For Me tomorrow. And then it's yours Monday. Last watch party of the month on Sunday in my Discord. Let me take Maury's hat off before I fucking forget. Right. Last watch party of the month in Discord. We will be watching the final French musical of the month. We will be watching Adam et Ève, which is not... doesn't have anything in common with the Bible other than there's characters called Adam and Eve. To be honest, it's much more Romeo and Juliet kind of vibes. It's weird. It's another pop rock kind of opera. But there's a guy called Snake, and he's cool, and he kisses men. So, and he has a song where he sings about how people should kiss his ass. So, there's that. That'll be on Sunday, and then no watch parties in May because we do these every other month just so that, like, one, I don't run out of things to watch, and two, to give me a break, because, like, hosting the watch parties and stuff it's not like it's stressful, but it means I can't be, you know, on call with my partner, or, like, I can't be doing work because my PC can't really handle me drawing in Photoshop and sharing my screen, so, however, we will have a watch party in May. We'll have one. I don't know of what yet, but, I've done this the last couple of years, and I'm going to continue doing it, on my, not necessarily on my birthday, but around my birthday. I always do a watch party in Discord, so, I'll pick something, my choice. I mean, it's always my choice, but I mean, like, I'll just pick something random. It won't have, like, a theme or anything of whatever I feel like watching, whether that be a movie or a musical or, like, a YouTube video, and, we'll have a little watch party for that sometime around my birthday. I don't know what it will be yet. I was thinking maybe Snapcube dubs. Unless I pick a musical that I want to watch more. We'll see. Obviously you guys in the Discord, you'll know whenever I decide. But whenever it is, whatever day it ends up being on, it'll still be at the same time. It'll be 8 PM UK time. It'll be the same time we do the watch parties now. It might not be on a Sunday. We'll see. I don't know what day my birthday is on. Like, as in what day of the week. I know what date it's on. What day of the week is it on? A Tuesday. I don't know much else on Tuesday, so, well, but I don't know if I want to do it the day of, because I'll probably want to spend the day with Julia. Might do it on the Sunday before my birthday, then? Maybe. That would make sense. I have to think what we're gonna watch. But now, I'm gonna go spend time with my partner on our anniversary. Thank you guys so much for stream. Let me make note of how much time is left on the fucking timer before I end. We are at 31 hours and 56 minutes. Call it 31:50 by the time I'm done talking. Do I have any other things? I don't think so. Thank you to anyone who joined Magma today. I don't think anyone did, but that's okay. Obviously Magma will still be up until that time it hits 0, so will the giveaways be open until that time it hits 0. And the ability to get any more rewards. We've only got 3 goals left. We are currently at 720. If we reach 750... You did, bunnies! Whoa! If we reach 750... I will make Fear and Hunger chibi stickers. If we reach 800, I will make keychains of Cassius and Eros. Those are the only OCs left who haven't reached the keychain goal for yet. And at 850, I will do Smile For Me chibi stickers. I did check, since there's like 3 indie games on that list, so Corporate Clash, Fear and Hunger, and Smile For Me. What with them being indie games, I do always check what the in terms of like, you're allowed to sell fan art, and yes, all of them allow fan art to be sold. So. And Julia's got still a bunch left on her wheel. Every time the goal hits a multiple of 20, another thing for Julia to spin on the wheel. I don't know what things are on there that we haven't got yet. I know there's a bunch more cow stickers, and a bunch of Animal Crossing stuff. I don't know what else is on there. But yeah. Still got like almost 32 hours left, so plenty of time to potentially reach those last couple goals. I don't think I'll add more after the 850 goal. That'll be it. Because that was just enough goals so that we could have every keychain on there, so thank you guys so much for stream. I will see you tomorrow. Mwah.